Alright guys, so we're back for another Dokkan battle video. I just wanted to quickly go over some of the new cards that will be coming with the Japanese World Tournament. Man, some of y'all are, I swear, I saw several posts by people saying, oh, is this for global? When talking about the new World Tournament prize. And it's like, damn, y'all gotta, you gotta kind of like pay attention to stuff going on. We knew that the Japanese World Tournament was starting and that the reward card was going to be shown, but the reason there's a lot of confusion and people being like, oh, what is this for global, is this right here. So we have 7 new units, okay? And here is the World Tournament reward card. It is a AGL base form Vegito. So people see this Vegito and instantly go, ah, Vegito Blue is finally here. But then, you know, instantly people are like, but wait a minute, it's global only, which was never, listen, real quick, I want to talk about this real fast and we're going to get moving. The only thing we know about LR Vegito Blue is that he was voted on by Global. That is literally the only thing. It was never said to be Global exclusive. It, you know, like if you ever hear someone say JP's going to get it first, it's going to be Global exclusive, it'll be JP exclusive, it's coming tomorrow, next week, next Sunday, next month. All of that is made up. The only thing we know for sure is that it was voted on by Global. Outside of that, everyone is in the dark. Everyone. Now, this Vegito, I do not think will have any connection whatsoever to LR Vegito Blue. Myself, personally, I believe LR Vegito Blue will be a summonable LR, and I believe it will be a featured LR banner like LR Trunks was on JP, and then LR Broly was on Global and JP. I think it'll be exactly like that. So, prepare yourselves, because Vegito Blue is such a popular character. He will sell so well. They're not going to give him out for free. It's just not going to happen because they'd be leaving so much money on the table. Bandai and Akatsuki, they're not that nice. So please don't get your hopes up that he's going to be a Dokkan Awakening of the physical Vegito Blue, because I'm telling y'all, it's not happening. So, with that said, let's get through all the news. Again, damn, I should have started out with this. But again, thanks to Zahal, you know, the whole Dokkan sub, all the mods and everyone. I appreciate, you know, all the info, all the posts, especially in these harrowed times where you post anything on Twitter and you get copyright takedowns from Bandai. Man, that shit is, Bandai is wild, bruh. Wild. Wild. Also, thanks out to J Boggs 60. Hang on. Let me hook up the boy J Boggs. And where's Zahal at? Zahal, my boy, here you go. All right, so let's quickly go take a look at the AGL Vegito first, because he is disappointing, I'll tell y'all that right now. All right, so he is AGL type Ki plus Su, HP, and attack 50%. Trash. Pointless. Super attack is the Big Bang attack, which does supreme damage, and allies attack 20% for 1 turn. I mean, not really too great there. Passive, if in the first slot, defense plus 100%, and super type allies attack 30%. Horrible. I'll get into why in a second. Links, Brainiacs, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by Gods, and Fuse Fighter. Where the fuck is Shocking Speed? Right off the bat, where the fuck is Shocking Speed? Shocking Speed is like super... Alright, I don't really understand what Bandai was doing with this Vegito. I don't get it. Like, he's got to have a Dokkan Awakening coming soon. Otherwise, you know, they went from having a couple good World Tournament War cards to this one being very meh again very soon. I mean, Prepare for Battle is obviously good. Fuse Fighter is good. Power Bestowed by God is good. So, like, if you want to link this guy up with AGL, Super Vegito, for example. But here's the thing. AGL is so stacked now. There's no place for this guy. And in the first slot, defense 100%. Guess what, fuckers? AGL is way too stacked. We don't need this Vegito at all. Like, a support unit that has to be in the first slot is not great. Supports, their role should be as floaters in the 3rd slot of the rotation. They are not main, like, you know, units, main rotation units. And this Vegito is not good enough to be there. So this Vegito is borderline worthless. Now, one thing I'm not sure, I think I saw Zahal clarify this in a tweet earlier. I might be wrong about this, but I think he said that the super type allies attack 30%. I think Vegito has to be in the first slot for that too. So I think in order for any of his passive to work, he does have to be in the first slot. I'll have to clarify that. Regardless, though, just not great. Now, if this guy was, let's say, this was Boo-Tanks. Okay, let's say this was a new Extreme Intelligence Boo-Tanks, right? And his super attack could have the same thing. Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, supreme damage, allies attack 20% for 1 turn. Passive, in first slot, defense 100%. And then if instead of it was super type allies attack 30%, if it was just like key 2 to all allies, and then a bunch of Majin Buu links, this guy would be really good. He would be phenomenal on an extreme intelligence team with Kid Buu, even if you had to have him in the first slot. 1, extreme intelligence is not defensive whatsoever, so a defensive option would be really nice for them. 2, if it was another Buu to link up with your Kid Buu to activate all those attack links, that would be really helpful. So like this type of unit could have worked and been amazing, but they went for like one of the most stacked typings, like just completely unneeded unit, and doesn't have shocking speed, which like a lot of the big time units on Super AGL have. Oh, hello, LR Trunks and Goten, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Vegito, Kaioken Blue Goku, like you can go on and on and on. So, I don't know, the new Vegito, not really, not busting nuts over him. I'll just say that. What is the next one we've got right here? We'll just go with the Zahals and then look at it. All right, so we got Ranfan. This, of course, is the fighter who my boy Namu fought and beat. She takes her clothes off and gets into her bra and panties. Now, I don't know if her super attack is going to be like that because her super attack is called the Sex Appeal Strategy, which is interesting. So, her leader skill is Peachy Peachy Gal category, key plus suit, attack and defense 20%, which, I mean, is fine because there was no Peachy Peachy Gal category leader. Yeah, her super attack is the Sex Appeal Strategy. Extreme damage and mace on the enemy. I mean, she is only an SR, so extreme is what you would think. Actually, to be honest, the fact that she's even extreme and not huge is probably a big deal. Her passive is, when guard is active, damage received reduced by 40%. And, again, this is something that'll need clarification. We'll get it in time, is only once attack plus 100%. Like, how exactly that's going to work, I don't know. Let me see what the... okay, I think what happens is... So, okay, Ranfan is a physical type unit, right? Okay, so if you're fighting an intelligence type unit and you get hit, I think then is when her passive would happen once, and she'd get that attack 100% up. I believe that's how it'd work, but again, that's we'll have to see the unit actually in action to know for sure. The next thing we have is this Jackie Chun. We have his SSR version, which we don't really need to go into, and then we have his TUR version. Here are the two arts for this. I really like a new Jackie Chun. This is the 21st tournament for JP, so it does make a lot of sense. Here's him using the Sleepy Boy technique, and then, or the hypnosis anyway, and then that went straight to the SSR again. Well, here's the TUR version. Hang on, let me do this. Boom, boom, bam. All right, so here's the TUR version. This, of course, is, Jackie Chun getting his victory in the tournament. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look what he does. So he is a World Tournament category leader, key plus 3, HP attack and defense 70%. Now, this guy, I really badly want this guy, like really bad, okay? Because the World Tournament category is very, very weak, and there's not a lot of TURs either. Like, when you go into one of these stages where you get increased drop rates based upon, having these category characters in there, right? Like, the percent chance goes up the higher rarity it is. An SR, SSR, UR, or LR, right? So getting another one of these URs would be very helpful in getting extra Zenny from the Mr. Satan or Hercule Zenny statue sage. So he does supreme damage and seals the enemy super attack. So likely still going to be the Bankoko Bickery show, the lightning flash surprise attack. His passive is, at the start of turn, attack and defense 70%, and survive KO attacks when HP is 20% or more. So that's interesting, right? Like, I actually kind of like that passive. He'll hit okay. It's only supreme, but he does get 70%. And he'll be able to tank a little bit, defense 70%. And then the survive KO attacks when HP is 20% or more, that could be pretty cool. Like, if you're going to get caught by, a big-time super attack, you might be able to survive it. I mean, how viable it is, I would say nowadays, is almost nil, because the only time you're going to get hit and die when your attack is above 20% or more is when you're going to get hit by an enemy super, right? But in my experience, the bosses don't super in the last side of the rotation, like, ever. Like, 1 out of 10 times they'll super in, like, the last, like, attack of a rotation. They always attack right at the start. Almost always. I would say, like, my unscientific numbers right here. 1 out of 10 times they super in the last position. I would say, like, 6 or 7 times out of 10 they super in the first position, and then the remainder is maybe the middle slot. So I don't really like that passive. His links are Brainiac, Supreme Warrior, Gentleman, World Tournament Champion, Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, and Rebirth. So what that tells me is he will not fit on Super Intelligence whatsoever. He's not a unit you're going to be running on Super Intelligence. You're just not going to do it. Next, we have an SR Yamcha. I was waiting for them to release this Yamcha. They had not done this. This is, of course, Yamcha from the 21st tournament. In case y'all don't see what they're doing, they're releasing a bunch of units related to the 21st tournament here. So in the next tournament, the 22nd, I expect maybe another new Yamcha. I expect a new Ten Shinhan, a really good new Ten Shinhan who uses like the forearms technique, you know, because they're releasing units related to that tournament. That's what the Ran Fan is, that's what the Yamcha is, that's what the Jackie Chun is. They're all units that are from that tournament. I do like how they're doing that. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is World Tournament category, Ki plus 2, HP attack and 20%. Gotcha. Super attack is extreme damage and reduces enemies' attack. So that's not bad. What is his super attack? Ooh, I don't know. Oki Muke Pupugu Fufushu. I have no idea what that is, but it's not the Wolfang Fist. Because the Wolfang Fist is the Roga Fufu Ken. So that's not the Wolfang Fist. Passive for 7 turns, Ki 3, and attack 40%. I'll tell y'all this. These two SRs are not horrible. Like, Ramfan and Yamcha are good enough that if I get these guys, I'm going to hang on to them. They have interesting abilities, to say the least. Now, Yamcha's links are Infighter, Speedy Retribution, Shocking Speed, The Incredible Adventure, and Guidance of the Dragon Balls. This man Yamcha has Shocking Speed, but fucking Vegito doesn't. And Yamcha gets beaten by Jackie Chun. Jackie Chun swings his arm, and Yamcha gets beaten, but they give Yamcha Shocking Speed. Bro, stop. Stop. Oh, boy. I am going to keep that Yamcha, though, if I pull him. Alright, so next we'll go ahead and take a look at the Great Ape Kid Goku Rebirth, which is right here. Not bad, not bad. So, of course, we have this sexy card art. We got the Great Ape. We have Goku flying in on the Nimbus. This, of course, is Goku racing to do battle with King Piccolo. Very, very awesome moment. So, leader skill, all types, Ki plus 3, attack and defense 40%. Not going to use that. Kamehameha, supreme damage, very basic. Passive at the start of turn, attack and defense 70%. And May turn Great Ape again. I mean, they could have given this man 100 and 100 and you still probably wouldn't have used them. Like, they should have went higher than 70%. Like, bro, I mean, Bandai and Akatsuki, like, they got to improve certain things, right? Like, the SSR pull rate on this Dragon Ball banner is 2%. Like, they can make these cards good because no one is going to have them. I have not pulled an SSR from the Dragon Ball banner in 2017. I have participated in every tournament on Global in 2017 and been like top 10,000. And I've used all of those Dragon Ball Saga Summon tickets and have not gotten an SSR in 2017. They can make the Dragon Ball Saga cards good because no one will be able to pull them. Like, I guess maybe they don't want to do it for one like this because he's been around for a lot of tournaments, right? But the Jackie Chun, they could have made him way better because no one is going to be able to pull him. Because, again, I figure all of these cards will be new cards added to the Dragon Ball Saga summons. Now, he may turn Great Ape. Now, another thing we'll need clarification is if he could go Great Ape multiple times or just once. Yeah, I think it's only just once. It's not like, you know, some of the Great Ape Dokkans have been lately where they can actually go Great Ape multiple times. Links are All in the Family, Kamehameha, Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, Rebirth, Transform, and Saiyan Roar. You know what? He does have Saiyan Roar. So, I mean, that is useful, I guess, with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And then he does have defense 70%, so, you know, you could be very tanky on a rotation there. I mean, he's not unusable, but they could have made him better, which is just, it just hurts my soul. Alright, so next we have Kami. So it looks like Kami will get a Dokkan Awakening, which is right here. Yep, there he is. What up, Kami? What up, Kami? Alright, so all types key +3, HP defense 40%. Super attack is supreme damage and greatly lowers enemy defense. Passive, all allies key +2 and attack and defense 25%. So he's good. Kami is actually good. I'd say the only problem with him is that Super Physical has 500 support units already. You have Bardock, you have the Gohan, the Teen Gohan, you have Pan, you have Father, Son, Gallic Gun, Rage Trunks, Super Saiyan God Goku, you have the Super Saiyan 3 GT Kid Goku. Like, I think there's still more. Like, there's so many physical supports that he's just completely unnecessary on this team. Like, oh, man, if he was just a different typing, he could be actually useful. Like, seriously, so far, he's the most usable of all the units. Let me say that. And his links are Prodigies, Calm Judgment, Strength and Unity, Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, and Rebirth. The big problem with all these Dragon Ball units is their links are all trash. Their links do not work on any of their main teams, so you don't, like, really have a big incentive to use them. Like, maybe there'll be a Dragon Ball Saga category leader, which might be really, maybe it'll be, like, insane, like, 200% to all stats. Why wouldn't they do that, right? That would be fun. I would really like that, and then you could try and, like, really formulate a good team out of all these weird, you know, Dragon Ball units. I would really enjoy that. Okay, so we looked at Kami, then the new Vegito, and that is it. So we've seen all of the new units. Again, looks like Vegito will be the World Tournament Award for coming in top 10,000 in the tournament, and then the rest are probably new units added to the Dragon Ball Saga summons. The World Tournament starts in 18 minutes. I'm probably going to begin a stream in 18 minutes, so be on the lookout. Later.